Okay, we're here with retired Omaha Westside head coach Brett Froendt. Coach, obviously, you had a great coaching career at Westside, won a state championship, got to the finals again your final year. First off, reflect on your time there and what you guys were able to accomplish at Westside over all those years.
Well, yeah, just been at a great school for a long time. You know, it's had a lot of great coaches to coach with, a supportive administration, a great community to work in, and I can't think of coaching anywhere else, to be honest with you. So I enjoyed my time before I was head coach with Coach Morrissey and Coach HOL and all the legends of Westside, Coach Kaufman, and I just took my place and took my turn and tried to improve it the best I could.
Well, and you got a number of guys that this program, I mean, they're not going anywhere. Westside's going to be around for a long time.
Right. I tell kids that all the time, and coaches, it's like, Westside was great before I got there. It's going to be great after I leave. So it's in good hands. Well,
you know, you got a number of guys that you coach that the new staff will get, the new head coach will have a chance to work with. But I want to start first with your kicker. You have arguably one of the best kickers in the country in Tristan. I mean, talk about him and what kind of weapon he can be and what you're hearing on his recruiting.
Well, he's just had a great junior year. You know, he had a good sophomore year, solid, and he had a great junior year, and he started taking part in Cole's kicking camps and of course had great camps there, and so he's gotten a lot of exposure quick. And I think one thing that Tristan's grown a lot in, that's his mental part of the game, because kickers spend a lot of time thinking about their craft and thinking about what's coming up, and he's very advanced in that area. So that helps him be consistent. He performed great in the playoffs for us, and that certainly got some attention. But Alabama, Auburn is inviting him down to the spring games. I know Iowa's excited about having him over, so there's getting to be a lot of attention with him around the country.
And no offers yet, but I mean, they want to see him kick in a summer camp setting.
Yeah, kicker's a little different. I mean, coaches want to see kickers on campus, and it's just different. In my experience, anyway, they all want to see them kick. They might get recommendations from Jamie Coles, that kind of thing, but in the end, they all want to see him kick on campus.
You do have one guy, though, with major offers right now, Caleb Benning. Yep. Obviously, people very familiar with the name.
Yep.
Got that Nebraska offer, and then some others came with it. I mean, what has he done to get to this level?
Well, you know, we had him at corner last year as a freshman, and start the year he played corner, and we moved him to safety, and after he had to sit out a couple games to get an injury healed up. But we moved him in the first game he had, one of the best games we've had at safety in a long time, and we knew he found his place, and he's just got a great presence about him in terms of spacing, understanding where the ball is, and being able to find the right angles. And you know, as he develops strength and speed, he's just going to become better. But they've already recognized his talents, and he had a fantastic sophomore year for us.
Do you see him as a defensive back, probably a corner safety? I mean, where do you think he fits?
Well, we'll see. He's got 2 more years to develop, so I think he could play multiple positions. His football IQ is very high, and he just understands the game really well. So he'll find his niche. Certainly he's a great safety now, but he can become a really good slot football player as well on the offensive side.
What was January like? Did you have a lot of people come in to see him?
We did, yeah. We had a lot of coaches through. We had the last couple of years with some of our D1 guys, so it was good to see them back. Coach Froendt was in from Iowa again. He was the main head coach we saw. But yeah, we had a steady stream of coaches come through, but just a lot of communications as well, trying to get his attention.
And then you've got a really talented junior-to-be running back, Jamez Ross. You know, he's been able to learn behind some really good players. I mean, and now it will really be his backfield. I mean, what kind of prospect is Jamez?
Well, you know, he battled injuries this year, and he had to sit for 5 games with a broken hand, and so he had a little slow development, you know, along the way. And once he came back, we just concentrated on keeping him on the offensive side, and he backed up Dom as he fought through injuries, and certainly had a fantastic playoff for us game against Bellevue West. And yeah, he's poised to take over the offense, and you know, certainly I'm pretty sure they'll build the offense around him because he's quite the talent.
And then you've got a tight end in Trevor Spady, another one of those standout sophomores. I mean, you see these guys, they don't look like sophomores right now. They're big kids.
Yeah, he's a talented kid too. Again, fought through injuries this year, but he ran high hurdles last year as a freshman, almost made state. He's got some athleticism, so his upside's real high, and I know we're excited about him coming back.
And then another safety receiver combo guy that will be a senior, Ty Kiefer. Runs real well, obviously.
Yeah, that's the guy nobody knows about. He tore his knee game 8 his sophomore year and just started coming on to be a really good football player. And then he rehabbed, did everything he could to come back game 1 and did it again this year. So might have come back a little bit early, but he's a talented kid. He's got a lot of speed, and I think people are going to really open their eyes when they see him play this football season.
You know, then Anthony Rizzak was a guy that you guys made a late switch in the middle of the year and just put up monster numbers for you. And you look at him, he just looks like a young kid still. I mean, and he's just almost 6'3", I mean, what kind of potential at quarterback does he?
He's a very mature kid, to be honest with you, and mentally he's a very sharp kid. He makes really good decisions at a high percentage rate, understands where the ball's supposed to be. That's where his mental makeup, I think, has put him at an advanced level right now. I think physically he's got a long way to go, and I think when he peaks out physically, you're going to have a heck of a football player.
And I mean, you talk about where he's at as a sophomore. I mean, is he about as far along as you had for a young quarterback?
Oh, absolutely, without question, especially mentally. We've had some, Cole Payton had great physical tools as a sophomore, but the decisions that Anthony makes consistently, both running the ball in the power game and throwing the ball to the right people, is impeccable. So it's exciting. It's going to be exciting to watch him the next 2 years.
And then finally, Kurt, your final guy, another senior to be linebacker, running back.
Yeah, we've had some great linebackers the last few years. Ben Radisha 2 years ago, and of course Tommy Connolly this year. And Kurt's going to step into that role and be amazing. He's fast, he's quick, he's short, but it doesn't matter. He's going to be all over the field, and he's an impact football player. So we're excited about his senior season too.
Well, Coach, thank you for everything again.
You
We
bet.
appreciate getting the work into the last.
Thanks,
several
John.
years.
You guys have been great. Appreciate you.